Hey everyone, Matt Pisarcik with RazorEmporium.com coming at you today with a review of the Blackland Blackbird Razor. Let's get started. Okay, we are all lathered up with some super boring Purasso white for sensitive skin. It's always my go-to for reviews because it does great on my skin, doesn't have much fragrance. I'm not reviewing this, I'm reviewing the razor. We're trying to isolate variables and solve for X. We had some Purasso pre-post underneath it, of course. My secret ingredient, always part of a fantastic shave for my beard, my skin, is to put a little bit of that on first. And of course, we'll finish with some of the balm, but now it's time to turn our attention to the razor that is in question for review today, the Blackland Blackbird. This is the safety bar or solid guard version. And we did a custom kind of job on this. This is something exclusive to Razor Emporium, and this is what we call the a premium finish to it. So we've polished the pieces and plated it in 24 karat gold in our workshop, and this is something we can offer as an add-on. I'm going to load the cap with a Perma-Sharp blade here. So I always tell people, if you have trouble with a 3-piece razor, do it upside down. We'll start with the cap going into my hand. We'll put the blade on top of the cap. We'll put the guard on top of that and sandwich it. And then we'll put the handle on top. And you can see I do all this one-handed, so it's not difficult. And when it starts getting a little tension, I'll switch over and then just hold the sides of the head and firmly make sure that it's secured down. But yeah, this is the premium 24 karat gold finish on here. So the razor retails at $185 US. And with this finish option, it adds about another $115. So it turns out to be right around $300 US. It's not for everybody, but you know, it is a lot of work to polish stainless steel, and then obviously the material cost of the gold. So it's also available in rhodium finish. But hopefully this maybe adds a little bit of some glide, some extra slickness. All right, so I just kind of got it. I always do that. I don't know why. You guys do that? I always like to get the razor wet before I start shaving. I feel it just adds that little extra something. Very easy. Very nice. It's been a while since I've used one of these razors. So Blackland Razor Company is owned by a guy named Shane Swartzlander. That's the German way of saying it. Swartzlander would be how a Yankee would say it, so to speak. But Swartzlander, it's a nice German name, I can tell. And I've actually met Shane, I think once or twice, once for sure, yeah. I think he came out to the Big Shave East we had in Florida years and years ago. Shane, to my knowledge, is based in San Francisco, California. And I don't know if the razors are manufactured in San Francisco, but I know that they're made in America. So I'm pretty sure he contracts with a local machine shop or someone close by. They're made in USA. They're stainless steel, and you know they have a machine finish that you can get. You can also get a polished finish, or exclusively to us, you can get the premium finish here with the plating on it. Yeah, but it's a very easy shaving razor. I would say it's a little bit more aggressive and a little bit more smooth and easy to use than like an Eben Jagger DE89, but it's not worlds away from that. It's definitely, I would call this like a Goldilocks razor. I think anyone could use this. This is the 101 millimeter handle. And to my recollection, Shane named this razor after the SR-71 Blackbird stealth fighter jet that was an American jet in the 1960s, 70s. It's like one of the first American spy jets from my recollection. I think it broke like records with sound barriers and how fast it went. But I'm not a super airplane aficionado, but I think I know that part. Tell me below in the comments what the SR-71 Blackbird was known for. So I'm a big fan of the design. I think Shane, from my recollection, I think he has a background in industrial design or some kind of a design, and they're beautiful. He does a fantastic job with the look of it, and it has these long vertical kind of slots through the handle, and has really good balance. For me, it's balancing right around here, maybe about an inch below this big kind of part here of the handle where it kind of gets bigger. So it's a good balance point. I always kind of cheat with my pinky and always kind of put a pinky there at the end. You know, I'm not having any trouble holding on to it. This has been polished, you know, before we gold plate it. That's part of it. You can't just plate gold and it's shiny. If you plate gold and it's machined, it's just going to look exactly the same. It'll look like yellow mustard. So to get it to look shiny, you have to polish it. In the polishing process, it doesn't add a significant amount of slippage. You know, if I kind of loosely held it, sure, it'll move through my fingers. But nominally, just holding on to it for the shave, I didn't feel like it was going to drop. I mean, the giant channels themselves almost add some dexterity with your fingers. They kind of, you know, get pushed in, and it adds a grip to it, a knurl, so to speak. But it's not actually knurled. This is, from what I know about machining, I think this would be called like a key cut or like a gear cut kind of method. Knurling usually means you're deforming the metal, you're pushing the metal, you know, in with a tool. This looks like it's actually been slotted out. I could be wrong. Correct me, Shane, or whoever else knows more about the machining here. But that's what I would surmise from my observations. In terms of the heft, it's really nice. I don't have the exact weight off the top of my head. Maybe we'll put it here on the screen, but it's very well balanced. It's not overly heavy. I can move it around. It's not like I'm carrying a giant, you know, Thor's hammer over here. But it gets around, and the head's really nice and low profile. It's a 3-piece razor design, so the head shouldn't have to be real big. And it made very quick work of my stubble. I got 48 hours of growth here, 2 full days of stubble, and it made very quick work of it. Had no problem getting through it. Let me just rinse off. Maybe someday we'll do a 3-pass shave for you people to show you that I can do it. I just have no interest in it because it's always fantastic that first day maybe, but then I'll pay for it with the subsequent days when the irritation sets in and ingrown hairs start happening. But I do a lot of blade buffing. Someone commented on one of our videos, like, how can you possibly get a smooth shave with just one pass? Because I'm doing blade buffing as I'm going. I'm not just going, done. No, I'm kind of going, And if you ever notice, that's how a good barber should shave, like the back of your neck, or if they're actually giving you a shave. You'll never see them just kind of do long strokes. In fact, Gillette even talked about that in their old manuals, not to do long strokes, but to do short little strokes. Blade buffing, as we call it. So yeah, I can get a very nice shave with just one pass, without any irritation, and I can consistently keep up on it where I can shave every day and a half or so and not have to worry. We'll finish up with some Pisarcik white balm. Again, a nice balm for sensitive skin. It completes the trio. But yeah, very much enjoyed the razor. I have a lot of respect for Shane I think he does a fantastic job with the design and execution and the materials and making stuff here in the USA. Hats off to him. Some people think that because we are, Rex Supply Company is associated with Razor Emporium, that I look at all these people and I'm like, are you making another razor? No, not at all, because this is a really big market, and there's a lot of people out there, and there's a lot of different kinds of customers and lots of different kinds of razors, and I'm all about competition. I think competition usually does a great job. It usually makes sure that the consumer gets the best product at the end of the day. And razor companies that don't have anything unique to offer or don't do something well, they usually won't be around long. And I've seen lots of different companies kind of come and go that maybe had a one-trick pony or just didn't know how to execute or whatever. But the companies that do something unique and do it well will stay around. And there's plenty of room in this market for everybody. And I think perfect thing to think about is also that you guys out there, the consumers, I don't think any of you watching just have one razor in your bathroom. That's absurd, just to have one double-edged razor, right? We're here to have fun with it and to have choice, and to have, every morning or every afternoon, whatever, have a choice of what razor we're going to use. And that's what makes the world go round. A little competition, a little variety, right? Okay, so I just took a little minute just to clean off the parts here, and that's what you should do with any razor, plated or even just a machine finish. You just use your cotton towel, dry off the pieces. You don't need to use a polishing cloth necessarily, especially with gold. The care for this, after a while, I would use some dish detergent just to clean off any excess soap scum, and just a cotton towel. That's a perfect thing to take care of a gold finish, so you don't scratch it up, or you don't start taking gold off for no reason. Even our polishing cloth will remove material over time. So that's all I got. That's all we did. I'm feeling great. I mean, look at this. It's really, really smooth, guys. It's looking great, feeling great. Blackland Razors, the Blackbird has landed, and it did a fantastic job. So that's all I got. If you've used a Blackland, if you own a Blackland or the Blackbird itself, tell me your thoughts below in the comments. I want to hear from you. And if you do enter a comment, you are entered in to win this, the official Razor Emporium black and blue t-shirt. Thank you so much for watching, guys. We really enjoy doing these videos for you, and we will see you next time at Razor Emporium for all things vintage shaving. Thanks.